Okay, so following on from our deck tour last week, I now want to show you a little bit more about what Kimochi is like down below, our feeding 39. So as you can see, starting off on this side, she has the aft cabins, or one aft cabin on that side, with an EPIRB above by the companionway. We have a large locker here for storage of life jackets and wet weather gear, one of several. A large chart table, which we have a full complement of paper and digital charts, which we use while navigating another plotter there, which is all networked up. Underneath here we have a freezer, and underneath this floor is a huge amount of storage space. This is some of the little things that a boat like this has, which most don't, which enables us to carry lots of water and lots of extra stores when on big trips. She has a large seating area which can comfortably seat about 8 to 10 people around. This area also drops down into a very large double berth, and we have lee cloths preventing people sliding around when at sea if they're in these berths at sea. The galley is also a very secure area for working at sea, with the ability to brace yourself against the centreboard box. So the reason this boat is laid out like she is largely to do with the fact she's a centreboarder. So the centreboard lifts up inside this casing here, and therefore it needs to have a sort of a divide in the saloon for that purpose. But because she's such a beamy yacht, it works very well. We have a large fridge in here, as well as the freezer on the other side. This is very deep, has 2 areas to it. So we're able to carry a good week's worth of food in there without too much difficulty. Lots of safe storage lockers, grab rails as you're moving around the boat, gimbaled stove of course, with oven. We have a number of different gas setups on this one, so we can run different gas setups in different parts of Europe, depending on where we are. There's hot and cold running water, double sinks. We obviously have chopping boards on top as well, which can be removed. Coming through the door into the port aft cabin, these are double aft cabins. They're actually the same width as a normal size double bed. We tend to only have one person in each of these aft cabins when we're, unless people know one another. They work well for couples, but we generally find that we tend to have 4 people on board on charters. And what we will do is we'll have 2 people in the saloon, and then 2 people, well, 1 person in each of the aft cabins. As you can see, there's lots of storage space for putting equipment and so on. Lots of shelves, big nice fiddles on so things don't move around at sea. Moving through to the starboard aft cabin, it's basically a mirror of this one. So this is coming through into the starboard aft cabin. As you can see, the condition of the woodwork is, as throughout the boat, in superb condition. We have again lockers in here. All cabins have USB charging points in, and they're obviously able to then charge your phone when you're in your bunk. And little shelving and so on, and all the cabins are also heated with the Eberspacher heating system. Moving through into the heads, we have a normal manual operated head system there. We carry obviously spares for that, because it's the sort of thing when you're on remote trips you don't want going wrong. This area here has a shower head which lifts off, and that can clip up onto the fitting up here, and actually gives you a very good shower, and you're able to then, this basically turns into a wet room. Moving forward, we move into the fore cabin. This is where I sleep, the skipper. This is an area where we have lots of extra equipment stored. We've got things like the cockpit cushions, which can be brought out on nice sunny days. Lots of extra bits and pieces stored in there, and also underneath the bunk. We've got extra large storage areas for carrying things like emergency boards for hatches if they break, and spare fenders and spare sails and that kind of thing. And this is now moving back into the saloon. It's got a good stereo on board as well.